Welcome to the region's largest childhood cancer fundraiser, Brave the Shave. In the last 8 years, Brave the Shave has raised nearly $2 million to help our kids in this fight. This year, Brave the Shave helps keep funds local. Your donations could help support agencies and families right here in our communities. Thank you to this year's Brave the Shave sponsors. Your support helps make Brave the Shave the huge success it is. Now, here is one of this year's MCs, Mike Agel.
Good afternoon, everybody. Let's do that one more time just for the heck of it. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 9th annual Brave the Shave event. We are so happy to have you all here today. We are on our way to having the biggest crowd, the most volunteers, the most shavees, and raise the most funds that we have ever raised. We are looking to raise, in my humble opinion, hopefully about $500,000 for children with cancer this year. Yeah, no, let's hear it. That's fantastic. We're also here to celebrate those honorees. We've grown to love them and care about them, and they are here with us today. Now, before I get started, one thing I should point out, each year my staff does their best to make this idiot-proof for me. So they have laid out cards of exactly how I'm supposed to do things and how we're supposed to go through. I can tell you, making this idiot-proof for me is a very, very high bar. So we are just gonna have fun. I will do my best and we will get everything accomplished. One of the most important things that I wanted to say up front, though, is one thing about what Brave the Shave means. And we have a short video that tells you a little bit about what Brave the Shave means to different people. So Greg, why don't you run that?
First of all, we need to support them because they need a lot of support. They need a lot of help, not only financial wise, but they need a lot of love, a push to put around them. They understand that. I think they see that. They recognize that, and they hold on to that.
To me, Brave the Shave means hope. Hope for cancer patients, not only on the national level with research, but the community level and helping those impacted directly in our community with cancer.
It's just a great cause. You know, you got two good public entities coming out to show their support and hopefully put a smile on a kid's face for a little bit anyway.
I think of the strength. I think of what these families have to go through when they have a child and it's diagnosed with cancer, and just the feelings that I couldn't possibly imagine what they must go through.
Brave the Shave means something that I can give back to the community. As a police officer, I'm out there enforcing laws. But for me, it's a great opportunity to give back to the community that I grew up in and love.
It means hope. It means hope and emotion. And you know, what I find striking is when you get caught up in the moment, when you get caught up in all the activity, you don't even care what somebody looks like after their hair is shaven. Well, any way it looks cool. Because it looks cool because people are supporting, you know, children and families that need something, and they need that hope.
You know, every kid deserves a chance, and if we can try to help some of these kids and cure some of these problems that they have, ultimately that's what it's all about. If we can give back a little bit, you know, that if we can help one child, it's worth it.
It's wonderful to see when people come together and they put their efforts, they work towards the same goal and the same cause, and some great things can happen from that. So for this event to continue to grow, it just shows you that it touches the heartstrings of people and that they all want to participate and they want to feel like they're part of a greater cause.
And they're so happy, and to me, those are the real heroes. I mean, we're here to protect and serve our community, but those kids are battling much higher odds and just struggles than we do on a daily basis.
Brave the Shave to me is so important that we step out into our community and to help those that are in the most need. These children that are fighting to live day in and day out for weeks, for months, for years, to have to fight this battle. For me to just use this opportunity to show them that I support them.
The first year it was a little bit more relating to what he's going to be going through, and now it's kind of turned to focus to helping other kids and raising money to help find cures, and to help this year, especially with the family fund, to help the families.
It's all about the kids and the families, and a community that rallies together. It's like a flood. You know, this community rallies, this region supports, and that's what makes it great to live here, and that's what makes it great to provide care for these kids right here.
And I mean, look at this year. I mean, I haven't shaved it since last year, and then this too, so I'm gonna lose a whole lot of hair in the next couple weeks.
So if you noticed, we do have some changes this year. So this event kind of marks the culmination of things we've been doing over the last couple weeks. There's been a Zumbathon. We've had the Guns and Hoses event where the police officers and law enforcement and firefighters came forward and they shaved their heads. They raised $10,000. We've had a lot of build up to this particular event, but a change that happened this year that's really important is we have the opportunity now to help these families directly. For a good number of years, we were looking for a way, as we got to know some 60 honorees, we see these needs in the families, in the communities, trying to figure out how even to pay for gas between driving for far distances for treatments. And so now, Bismarck Cancer Center has worked with us to help set up a Brave the Shave Family Fund. And I've asked Tanner Olson. Yeah, let's hear it for that. I agree. And we've asked Tanner Olson. Now, Tanner is a remarkable young man who has stepped forward, and his son is, I'll let him tell you about it. Come on up here, Tanner. Tanner stepped up in a very serious way. Tanner's son also goes to school with my son, so you didn't hold that against him. But Tanner is going to introduce some of the honorees that we have with us today.
Thank you, Mike. Like Mike was starting to say, I am Dash Olson's father, otherwise better known as Dash Olson's father, and proud father of Chaz and the whole team Balderdash over here. Cheers, right? Yeah. So this will be our third year my family has been involved with Brave the Shave, and this is my first year wearing a little bit of a different hat. So as Mike had mentioned, with the new development of the Brave the Shave Family Fund, they've asked me to kind of be a family liaison in this process. And I got to tell you, over the past month, I have learned such an incredible amount. And the changes that are happening this year with having Bismarck Cancer Center and the hospitals, all involved to keep some of this donation money local has been incredible. And I say that as the family liaison, but I say that as a father. You'll see me choke up a couple times a day, so I'm a crybaby. Working with the Bismarck Cancer Center and with the families, we had the opportunity to get together with a bunch of them last night. We had a lot of families in. We had 15 or so families come in, and the kids got to meet each other and play, and all of us adults got to talk a little bit about what's best and what we all need. And the 1 hour that we took to do that, the incredible developments with the help of Bismarck Cancer Center are going to be just an incredible improvement. We're going to have some options here locally in Bismarck for our families to stay and do some things here. We're going to help them with a lot of things outside of funding and gas, but a lot of support type of things. And I got to tell you that with what we're going through and what all these families are going through, it is priceless. So thank you to our partners, and thank you to Basin Electric for doing this. Yeah.
So we need Team Balderdash lined up. We also need the energy eggheads from Basin Electric. Team Balderdash is the winning team at the moment, They have raised over $20,000 themselves. We have the opportunity to have the governor and Senator Heitkamp with us, but now I'd like Tanner to introduce some of our honorees.
So last night we got to meet a lot of the families, and what you're about to greet is some extraordinary people. The parents of these kids, are, as you can imagine, they've been through a lot. They are the most dedicated, incredible parents that these wonderful kids could ever imagine. You're also going to meet the siblings of all our honorees. They are selfless children. They put their brothers and sisters first. They are brothers, they're sisters, and they are best friends to these honorees. Yes. And we have close to 20 honorees here today. All these children are the definition of inspiration. They are strong, they are courageous, and they are very, very brave. So we're honored to have them. And I think it's about time that you all meet them. What do you guys say? Are you kids ready back there? It's time! Please welcome Aaron, Aspen, Cassie, Colton, Cooper, Cully, Dash, Evan, Grace, Jameson, Jazzy, Jeff, Jilly, John, Caden, Layton, Mason Bethke and Mason Steckler, Rachel, Sky, and Jury. And in loving memory of our angel honorees, please welcome the families of Amber, David, Callie Grace, Landon, Monica, and Matthew.
Now as the honorees make their way to the front, we have some special guests to talk to them as well. This was an easy ask for me. I asked Governor Dalrymple to come and say hello to these kids, and Governor Dalrymple is always gracious, always steps forwards on these events. So please welcome Governor Dalrymple.
Come on up. I'm going to get right behind you. What a great group of kids. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. You are the celebrities of today. Did you like seeing yourself on video? That was pretty cool having you walk up. Thank you for being here, everybody. We are very glad to participate, and Mike, thanks a lot for inviting us. What a fantastic job everybody has done. $500,000. Unbelievable. That is an incredible amount of money to raise. Do you think I'm being a little bit loud? Yeah, I think so. Well, I can take a hint. Thanks for everything that all of you have done as supporters of these families. I think we all know that folks in this situation face incredible challenges and emotional challenges like most people never have to experience. And we are so proud of every kid and every family and the incredible job that they do. Let's have another round of applause for them. These are the heroes. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. Appreciate you coming. We also have Senator Heidi Heitkamp here to say hello to these kids. Heidi.
How are you guys doing? You know, I have to tell you kind of a story because about 16 years ago, I went to the doctor and the doctor told me that I had cancer. And I ended up getting lots of treatment and I ended up getting lots of help and lots of support. And I ended up, because of all the people who love you and pray for you, I ended up surviving. And that's what you're all going to do. You're all going to be survivors. And I want to thank Basin Electric and all of you here. I remember when I think the first time Basin did this, we were in the boardroom. Isn't that right? We were in the boardroom. And Mike has shaved his head every year since then. I made my brother shave his hair too. He never forgave me because he ended up on national television the whole while with no hair. But I can't begin to try and explain in any way what the family members of these brave young kids are going through. I know what families across our state go through, and I know what it means when you're going through it. But I can't imagine what it means for the grandmas and the grandpas and the aunties and the uncles to see little children go through this. And I know that these heroes behind you, these kids behind you, inspire you every day. And they inspire all of us every day. Their courage, their commitment, their love of their families, they are the heroes that we celebrate today. All right, go for it, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me be just a small part. And again, thanks to Basin Electric and all the organizations that are making this possible for the families to have some extra resources, but to build out hope of surviving, and they all will survive.
Thank you, Senator. So now we're going to move on with the program. You honorees, you all get a medal from somebody special. Miss North Dakota is going to give you an honoree medal. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to call the stylists up. So if the stylists come up, because we got to shave some heads, And so if you guys want to come off the stage this way, she will give you your medals as well. And if Team Boulder Dash can start making your way up along with the stylists, we will. As we do that, I would like to watch this Brave the Shave Family Fun Partner video. This is this Team Boulder Dash moved forward, and with the leadership of Tanner. What do you name your team name? Was something else before?
I guess I don't remember. Team Dash, I think it was.
Team Dash. Yeah. Because I got a Team Dash T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
I get lots of good T-shirts from these events, but they changed their name to Team Boulder Dash, and so they're our #1 leading team. They've been raising money for the last couple months. As we go forward here as well, I'd like to introduce some of our stylists, because we always have such good help from all our stylists. And I've forgotten, we have stylists from Spa de Athena today and Hair for You Salon. And I think we've met before.
Emma.
Tammy.
Oh, Tammy.
Candace.
Oh, Candace.
Emily. Sarah.
I'm going to sneak through here.
Lindsay. Debbie. Kelsey. Mackenzie. The other Mackenzie?
The other Mackenzie. Who are you, young lady?
Dale's wife,
Dale's wife. Sorensen.
Jill Marie.
Thank you all for doing this so much. We appreciate it. We couldn't shave heads without you. Yeah, well, let's hear it for them. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're fine. So the honorees will be with us all day today. And I'd like you to just say hi to them as you have the chance. Thank them for being here, and thank them for helping us out. And actually, I see a young honoree who I want to say hi to right away because she knighted me. I'm hiding behind everybody. Do you remember me? Who do we have here?
This is Jillian.
Hello, Jillian. Do you remember knighting me? Do you? You did a good job. You really did a good job. You gonna get a medal? Yeah, you get a medal. So, Greg, if you could play that Brave the Shave Family Fun video.
Dash, my son, was diagnosed with leukemia on February 25th, 2014, which was just a couple weeks prior to the Brave the Shave event. Basin Electric contacted us. Jen contacted us, asked us if we would be interested in being an honoree at the event for Dash to be honored as one of the children. When I was asked to be part of this, and they told me about the changes they were making this year, where the money can be chose to be put in different areas, and they created the Brave the Shave Family Fund. I honestly, it's an honor to be asked to represent the families. But I can't express to you how exciting it is. It's because there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that out there. The family fund, I think it'll be used for just an enormous range of things that the families need. And I think that's going to be one of the most important parts about it. Is it's not going to be like a cookie cutter approach where, okay, now you get this and this. We're going to talk to the families and see what they need. One of the things that you don't often hear, that we don't often hear, is I know what you're going through. And I'm glad that nobody knows, or not many people know what we're going through. But there's a sense of comfort when you do hear that. And I guess I relate that to the Brave the Shave Family Fund, that I'm going to be able to say that to somebody. And it's a pay it forward thing a little bit for me. Childhood cancer research, yes, I want to beat childhood cancer. Like my other son on the way here said, it'd be great if they made something you could drink and it's gone. Yeah, absolutely. If that's a possibility, I'm all on board with it. But the reality is that's going to be 5, 10, 20 years down the road. And there's kids that are dealing with this right now. And we need to find a cure for the kids in the future, but we need to help the kids in our area right now with the needs that they have. So keeping it local with those new options and the family fund are going to be incredible.
So now as we get ready to start the shaving, I've got to introduce we've got 3 MCs doing the work because it's just such hard work. So Ted Cash.
Hello, everybody.
Is going to help out with the MCing and corralling the teams and moving forward. Ted's wife, Emily, completely the opposite, was the original inspiration for shaving heads.
I'm sorry, Tanner.
Right as they were married, she said she was going to shave her head for the event, and Ted said, probably I can shave my head. And as you can see, that's not nearly the same level of commitment.
Well, it grows in really thick around the edges, though.
So, as Ted, Tanner, and I get going, let's have Team Balderdash come on up.
Come on up, Team Balderdash. It's time to let the fur fly. Now, as Mike said, Team Balderdash has raised over $20,000 this year. So let's hear it for that is a top performer.
So Tanner, I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of an introduction to your very own team.
Okay. Looks like the left side of the stage is friends of Chaz and Dash. They are not going to let them go to school bald by themselves, or Chaz go by himself. So this little guy, I don't know you.
Bryce.
What's your?
Bryce.
Bryce what?
Bottensdahl.
And what grade are you in?
4th.
4th grade. Thank you, Bryce. We got brothers here. Owen, Parker. And what's the name of your team? What's the name of your team? Do you remember?
Boulder Dash.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you were raising money, your team was the Hairless. Do you remember, Parker? That, oh, you know it.
The Hairless Hinces.
Hairless Hinces.
The Hairless
The
Hinces.
Hairless Hinces for Parker and Owen Hintz.
That sounds like a Sherlock Holmes mystery.
We have Coulter or Connor? I have to ask him his name because he's a twin. So Coulter, where's Connor at? Connor's down there.
They're trying to mess you up.
And Dad down there second from the end, Wayne. Family supporters. What grade are you in?
Third,
Third grade, and why are you shaving your head?
to raise money for cancer.
Attaboy, thank you. And I don't know this one. We're gonna pass him. This is my son, Chaz. How many years you been shaving your head?
3.
3 years now he's been shaving his head for support of his brother. Can't be more proud of you, buddy. Matthew and his dad. Where's his dad? There's Ryan right there. They're helping out. Thank you so much. And Bennett,
Folks.
brothers with Bryce. And we got Carter.
Stylist, feel free to shave them. They can
Oh,
talk
yeah.
while
We
they're
need
losing.
a
Yeah, let's
countdown.
let it fly.
Oh.
We're going to start the shaving.
Looks like Dash has picked this one to shave.
10,
9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the
Shave
shaving
away.
begin.
A lot of hair is going to come off today. This is just the start of it. This is also the unofficial team, or maybe the official team at the Bismarck Cancer Center. And I'm looking for either Ken or Amy. I'm not sure if they made it quite here yet, but they have, as we have said, stepped up. Oh, Amy, come on up here, Amy. So we've talked a little bit about this a couple times, so I'd just like to introduce Amy Gross, who is the assistant director. I always get your title wrong anyway. She's the one who gets stuff done over at Bismarck Cancer Center. So why don't you say hi and tell us a little bit about Bismarck Cancer?
Well, thank you for having us. We are so excited to be partnering with Basin Electric for Brave the Shave this year. Our goal in the community is to help people with cancer, and so what we want to do is make sure that everyone has support, everyone has the help that they need when they're struggling through this. We are glad to be partners, and we are excited for this day.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. So sometimes, I got to tell you, sometimes there are people that you meet in your life that exceed your expectations. It doesn't always happen, but when you're going through and you think, I'll make this ask, and the person not only steps up, but then they go above and beyond what you've asked, and that is exactly what Bismarck Cancer has done, and we are very, very appreciative. So we still have some team members to introduce, I believe.
We have more team members than chairs.
More
over
team
here.
members than chairs. That's a good problem to have.
Yes, yes. So we have Ryan and Wayne, and we have Dwayne from the Bismarck Cancer Center. Is this your first year shaving? That's all that came off right there. Yeah. And we have Nathan and another hairless Hintz back here, and Jerome, right? No. Sorry. Dusty, I'm sorry, Dusty. Dusty joined the team last night. So thank you, Dusty. You've done an incredible job. You've raised a lot of money in about 7 hours or whatever. Good deal. Yeah, all right. Oh, and Casey and Jerome down here. And Sean and our one female, Tiffany, will be shaving her head for the 3rd year.
Yeah, Tanner's going to get shaved too. There's not a question about that.
And the hairless Hintzes have a birthday with Dad over here. Caden's birthday is going to shave his head when he's 26, right, Caden?
So
Yeah. Yep.
that means you get the 26 shaved in your head, right?
Yes, and you have to wear it for a year like that.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'd also like the energy eggheads to start lining up. That's the Basin Electric team, obviously. And if my boss, Mr. Sukit, is here, well, don't. I just want to make sure I saw you. And Mr. Bauman, Bill, Where are you at? I'm going to need you as well. One of the things that we've been lucky enough to have is excellent partners. And I don't know if you all saw that partnership list, but the teams are going to start coming up. And the next team after this is going to be Basin. Team after that's going to be MDU. Now, MDU has stepped up every single year and holds events around the region. And so we're very appreciative. And then we've got a very creative team led by Dr. Panzagra, who will be going after that as well. But these partners have just stepped up, just done things. And then we've got some teams also made up of honoree families, and so they'll be coming forward as well. I mentioned the partnership of the YMCA. So we're in the Y, and the Y has been another partner that exceeds expectations. Just simply, what do you need? What do you need? How are we going to get this done? And so they're going to be here with us today as well in just a little bit. So how are we doing on the head shaving? Oh.
Bald is beautiful. And I would just like to point out my son Flynn, second from the right, is shaving for his 3rd year. And I couldn't raise any money for my hair, but I raised a little over $1,500 for his head. I held his grandmother kind of hostage for it. So she's probably watching him right now, but I'm proud of my son for being involved. Thank you very much.
Hey, Flynn. How you doing?
Good.
You're doing really good? Does that feel good?
Yes.
It feels good, doesn't it? Yeah? You think you can get cold when you go outside?
Yes.
You do? Is it worth it anyway? It is. Okay, that's good. You think Sam should shave his hair?
Yes.
Yes.
This is Tiffany. Tiffany's been shaving her head for how many years?
This is my 3rd.
3rd year. Do you know how much money you've raised?
Oh, I think I'm close to $10,000 total in the 3 years.
We're proud to have her. This is her 2nd year with our team, and her and I have a little friendly competition every year, and maybe better next year. Yeah.
Okay, folks, just some housekeeping. There is an electronic auction back there. They have QR codes on the merchandise. You can snap it with your smartphone, and you can bid on it online. This year, we're trying to push over $20,000 for that auction. That will be over almost $7,000 more than we did last year. So go back, find some. There is a signed helmet by Carson Wentz, hometown hero. Hopefully going someplace other than Cleveland next year, but nonetheless, that's my personal opinion. And another helmet signed by the coach of the NDSU Bison. So feel free to go and bid high.
So I've mentioned the Bismarck Cancer Center. So Greg, a couple times, as we wrap up this team, why don't you play that Bismarck Cancer Center video so we can have a little bit of what we're telling them about?
We consider it to be a great honor to be asked to come into this partnership with Basin Electric and Brave the Shave this year. We really just want to help our community and the families and patients going through cancer in any way we can. It's really important to give back to the local cancer patients and to try to decrease their burden as they go through their cancer journey. It's part of our mission here at the Cancer Center. With the partnership between Basin Electric, Brave the Shave, and the Bismarck Cancer Center Foundation, we're able to offer donors the tax deduction of a 501c3 corporation. And with the supportive services we have in place here at the Bismarck Cancer Center, we feel we are able to help Brave the Shave in unique ways and the patients they serve. These services include dietary services, psychosocial and emotional counseling, massage therapy, physical therapy, dietary care, and survivorship care for cancer patients. In addition, the foundation is able to provide transportation assistance and housing while patients are under treatment to help ease that burden they're going through. They're truly amazing little kids. We can't take away their diagnosis or what they're going through, but if we can put a smile on their face or offer support services that might be able to ease their burden a little bit, the Bismarck Cancer Center is really privileged to help in any way we can. My hope is to make a difference, to truly impact the lives of patients and their families going through cancer. Brave the Shave is a great cause and it supports amazing people. So support Brave the Shave.
Let's hear for the Bismarck Cancer Center. And also, I get a personal point of privilege here. Standing with me is my daughter, Ellie, who is cutting her hair for the 3rd time. You started cutting your hair when you were?
6, 7.
6, 5, I don't know, something like that. So the 3rd time. She's got a lot of hair to offer, so we're very proud of her. Thank you, lovely. So, Bill and Paul, if you could come up here, we are starting to shave the energy eggheads. Yes, you. Yes, you. Where'd Bill run off to now? Oh, there
Bill's
he is.
right behind him.
Bill's right behind
He's not
him.
running off.
We also have a board member shaving here today. Where's Troy? So, as I mentioned, the YMCA has partnered with the local community on so many things. Partnered with us on daycare, partnered with us on Strong Kids campaign, partnered with us on Brave the Shave. And one of the things that we believe is that Brave the Shave and Strong Kids go hand in hand, because kids have to be healthy and they have to be strong, and those two programs work together to do that. So I'd like to welcome Paul Sukett, my boss, to say a few words as well.
Thank you, Mike. Well, you're going to rue the day that you gave me this, because you're not getting it back, right? So I just want to thank everybody today. I mean, this is just awesome. Just think about what can happen when we take the communities of Bismarck and Mandan and the surrounding areas and look at this. It is just amazing, and what a great cause. And I just want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for contributing and working. The last thing I'd really like to do is I'd like to thank Mike and all of my guys for all their hard work. You know, these guys, I see them every day, and they're absolutely passionate about this, and it really shows. So thank you, Mike, and thanks to all my guys for all your hard work. I appreciate it, I really do. So with that, Mr. Bauman, on behalf of Basin Electric, I couldn't think of a better cause. Thank you much.
Thank you so much, Paul. Mike, we've been watching this event develop for, well, for years, for one thing, but for a couple weeks now. We know they put months and months of time into this, but we are so blessed, thankful, and proud to be a partner with Basin Electric and with Brave the Shave, and they know that they can count on us for years and years to come. This is an awesome effort, and this money here that this check signifies will go to our Strong Kids campaign, our annual support, and it's going to go to help 3,000 people that are financially needy or need the programs of the Y, such as Live Strong Cancer Survivor programs and Parkinson's Wellness and sending kids to camp that can't afford to get there. The list goes on and on. This is huge. It's, we're so thankful for it, and what a great day. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Paul.
I got it back. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Bill.
Okay, I just wanted to give some special recognition here to my daughter. Hi, I'm Andrea Blowers. I work at Basin Electric too. I just stole the mic from Mike. This is Grace Lang, and Grace is a 3rd grader at Liberty. And Grace, on Monday, got on the Brave the Shave site, and she printed off a bunch of donation forms. And then what did you do?
I went to house and I raised money.
How much did you raise?
2,000.
Way to go, Grace. That's so awesome. So Grace is gonna shave her head today, and then she's gonna donate her hair. Round of applause. Way to go, Grace.
So I got to tell you, a 3rd grader who could go door to door and raise $2,000, I'm probably out of work, Paul, because she's better at this than I am by far. So, Jay Coast. Jay, are you around? Hey, Jay is also one of those guys very close to us who stepped up to provide some funding for this event. And I'd like to welcome Jay to talk a little bit about the commitment of both his personally and his organization. Hello, Jay.
Hello, Paul. Thank you. On behalf of the North American Coal Corporation and our subsidiaries, Falkirk Mine, Iowa Creek Mine, and Freedom Mine, we just want to tell you how honored we are this year to be able to donate to Brave the Shave. Every year it's humbling to look at all of the volunteers, people behind us that are stylists cutting hair, to those that are organizing the event, and all of you out there that have raised money for the event as well. It's a great example of our community coming together, and it really is something. As North American Coal, we really want to encourage the families that are directly impacted by this disease, and you are truly an example for the rest of us to encourage. So thank you again for the opportunity to be here today.
Thank you, Jay. So each year, I give Jay a little bit of a hard time because some of us, the commitment to shaving is less than others. You know, we step up and get a haircut. That's it. Now let's hear it for North American Coal and Jay.
I also want everyone to know it's extremely good luck to rub the bald head that has just been shaved. I know that. Now, I'm in a room full of people shaving and I can't find the head to rub. What's going on? Oh, Mac! I can rub yours. Good job.
So, sweetie, how does your head feel? Good. It feels good? Does it feel really good? Yes. It feels really. That's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair. Oh, and one of our board members here, Mr. Presser.
Nice to see you, Mike.
Nice to see you too. Again, maybe a little less commitment than some of the girls, but you got a good head of hair here, girl, right?
Yeah, it was worth about $1 a hair.
About $1 a hair. So you got a good story to tell on this. Tell me a little bit about why you guys came to this.
One of my classmates from high school's daughter has 11-year-old daughter has developed cancer. She's taking treatment in Fargo right now, so felt it was a good cause.
And that's kind of the way this works. So Troy heard something about a friend whose family was impacted. And just like that, Troy stepped forward. They had a fundraiser for Turtle Lake, correct?
Yeah, they've had a number of things in Turtle Lake. They've generated quite a bit of money. She seems to be doing good in her treatment, things very well.
So people step up, people try, they raise money, and this is one of the ways in which we can do it. I think we're getting ready for the MDU Bald as a Light Bulb folks. Right there? Okay, so we're moving up. After that, we got Panzergras Pansies. So, Mr.
Pansies Peeps.
Pansies Peeps. Oh, you know, what was your nickname in high school? Pansy.
All right.
I don't know why, I just like saying that.
MDU Resources Group, Bald as a Light Bulb. They're a sponsor at the $10,000 level. And they also hosted an Art and Wine fundraiser at the Theo Art School. So when they get up on stage, we're going to need to ask them how much they raised for that.
Mr. Gooden. Where can I find Mr. David Gooden? Ah, there. So I mentioned MDU. Dave Gooden, CEO of MDU Resources Group's coming up on stage. He's got a team that is, again, we don't have to ask. Vicky Coons, a good number. I'll let him describe it. He's going to sing a little bit for us. That's always nice. I always enjoy it when David sings. You tell us about your team, David.
Thank you, Mike. It's truly a pleasure to be part of such an important community event like this. MDU Resources has been part of this event for 8 years. We are one of the sponsors of this event, and it's one of those things of being part of the community that MDU Resources finds so important. In fact, beyond this event today, we have shavees, in addition to those that are over here, my coworkers. We have shavees in Iowa, Idaho, and Hawaii that are also having their heads shaved for the very same cause that we're all part of. So all of those shavees collectively on MDU Resources behalf have raised $23,000 in excess.
Yeah.
And as an added bonus, now this check isn't as large as that other one, but it's got the same number of zeros on it. So MDU Resources would also like to donate $10,000 to the Brave the Shave. We're glad to be part of this event, Mike. Our team is all behind this, and we're just part of the community. Thank you.
So I was a little bit upset for the first time when MDU actually beat Basin's team one year. So MDU stepping up more than we had, and I'm kind of working on that. I don't know about this year. I don't, but we'll see. You're close.
Mike, we've got Tanner's going to introduce a real special honoree here.
We have a real special honoree, Cassie Miller. Let's come on up. Let's come on up. Okay. Brave, a very, very brave little girl. Let's go over to an open chair here. We'll grab the next open chair. I'll introduce her in just a minute.
So is Mason up here? Mason. Mason, nice to meet you. My name's Mike. I was wondering if you could tell the folks here just a little bit about your story.
I'm Mason Seckler. I'm a 11-year cancer survivor, and this is my 4th year shaving my head, and I'm with MDU and their team.
Okay, so let's hear it from Mason. So I gotta ask Mason, how much money did you raise?
I raised a little over $2,500.
A little over $2,500. Another guy who's going to give me a run for fundraising. Nice job, Mason. We appreciate you being here very, very much.
I want to make an introduction to a very, very, very special honoree that we have here tonight, Cassie Miller. Cassie is a brave little girl. She was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia about a year ago, and today she has decided that she wants to shave her head. So let's all give her tremendous encouragement and show her how much support we are all behind you.
So Dr. Panzagra, if I could have you come up, I'd like to play. The hospitals play such an important role in this process. They again are partnering with us on the Brave the Shave Family Fund. And so we're going to have Sanford come forward and then CHI as well. So as this partnership gets formed and we develop it, we hope to do even more than the local hospitals are having the opportunity to do now. So I want to play a short video from, well, actually I want to talk to you first. So you're here. So if the Team Balderdash raised the most money, this team came in a very, very close second, is committed to coming in first next year. And if we have a Spirit Award, I gotta give the Spirit Award to Dr. Panzagra.
Thank you. This is my 4th year to do it. Mike encouraged me to start a team this year, and it's been a success beyond my wildest dreams. Last year I was able to earn $4,500. This year, I've got a team of 16 guys. Glance Studios dyed everybody's hair Tuesday. They look awesome. Everybody got to pick whatever they wanted, and donated money to my team as well. And we've earned $13,000 since Tuesday night because of this hair color. It's been awesome. Thank you, guys.
So I committed. This next year, I will go with you guys, and I will get my hair done. I'm not committed to the mohawk yet, but we'll see.
Well, I have actually a story. Last night, I was at the Aqua Center up at BSC, and Dr. Panzagra walked in, and he was standing against the railing, and behind me there was a father with a young daughter, probably 4 years old. And he walks in with his hair like that and leans against the railing, and the little girl, 4 years old, swears she says that. She goes, "Daddy, that's how I want my hair." And in the tradition of fathers all over the world, all I hear him say is, "You'll have to ask your mother about that." And it was just, and I was going, and I finally turned around and explained what Dr. Panzergraw was doing, but it was just cute that that little girl just looks at him and goes, "That's exactly how I want my hair."
So Dr. Panzergraw being a great role model here in our community. So when you see Mohawks sprouting up around town, you get to thank this man. So we're gonna get a chair open up and all those colored hairs. I'd like to play that Sanford video because it demonstrates again that commitment of the local hospitals to this event. So Greg, if you could run that, I think that would be just great.
You know, it's a cliche that children are our future, but it's really true. And when you see these pediatric oncology patients who are going through the trials, the tribulations of their disease, you realize that the investments we make in their care, in their future, are investments in the future of the community and the country in general. The money raised from Brave the Shave stays right here in Bismarck, and specifically we're proud to say that it stays right here in the Children's Hospital at Sanford. We have the region's only pediatric oncologist, so we provide outstanding cancer care right here in Bismarck. It isn't necessarily just the financial support, it's the community support, it's the social support, it's the community and folks giving hope to families and patients, and that makes a difference. Brave the Shave has been such an outstanding partner and such an outstanding opportunity to bring care to kids right here. When these pediatric kids see, parents, their classmates, people they don't even know, getting their head shaven, it's not only symbolic and it not only raises money, it shows that we support you, we love you, we want to help you, and we're there for you. I mean, look at this, we're sitting in the playland. I mean, it is the strength of play, it's the strength of being able to be normal, because that's what these kids want. They don't want to be in a bed, they don't want to be sitting with a remote looking at the TV all day long, staring at the ceiling. They just want to be normal, they want to be out and about with their friends and be part of something, not isolated, not in a sterile environment. And I think that's what we try to do, is embrace them, put our arms around them, get a haircut and give some hugs, and it's a great day. You're fearless. You just have the ability and the fortitude to go forward, because some of them just take steps that are just beyond imagination, beyond imagination. And that's what moves us.
So Dr. Craig Lambrecht, who's the CEO of Sanford, is here with me. You just saw him on video, but I'd like to welcome him just to say hi to the kids. They treat a lot of these kids and work with these kids and some of the initial screenings. So Dr. Lambrecht.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Panzergraw, thank you. Dr. Panzergraw, so you know, just had surgery about a week ago. He's laying in bed. The first question he asked was, well, when can I get out? Because I got to do the Brave the Shave. And I said, you just had surgery. He said, so are you going to let me go? And I said, well, it's not my decision. Well, now he blames me for not letting him out of the hospital earlier. That's a heart surgeon for you. Thank you. We've got about 50 kids right now in our pediatric oncology program that are getting infusion, they're getting cancer care right here at Sanford, and we're proud to be able to provide those services. And it's because of what you're doing here that we can provide those services. And, giving that hope, as Senator Heitkamp identified, as something that is so important. So we're happy to do this. We love doing this. We're happy. I got a bunch of providers up here that are a bunch of doctors and other nurses and that are just doing everything they can. So we're here to support you, and thank you for having us. And Mike, outstanding job.
Thank you, Dr. Lambert. Very much appreciate all the help and support. I'd like to, as we go through Team Panzergraw here, I'd like to turn it over to Tanner for just a moment.
We do have another team member from Dr. Panzergraw's team, and we have Jay, and we have a special honoree shaver, Caleb. I'll let you tell a little bit of the story.
All right, thank you. This is Caleb Olson. Caleb is a senior at Century High School. last year, Caleb and his family were skiing at Red Lodge, Montana, and Caleb missed a turn and unfortunately had a spinal cord injury. Both Caleb's mom and dad work at Sanford with us, and we all kind of rallied and got to know Caleb a little bit. And he went down to the Craig Institute in Denver, and everything's going great. And you kind of hear about Caleb, and all of a sudden I'm downstairs working out, and holy cow, there's Caleb. There's Caleb in his wheelchair down there. I mean, he's pumping iron. This guy is lifting. So I'm thinking, I got to get my butt back in shape. So we thought we got a little bit late in getting Caleb here to dye his hair with us, but he's going to shave some heads today. And next year, I think Caleb is going to join our team, but he also wanted to just give a little bit of support to these young children. So I'll turn it over to Caleb Olson.
Let's hear it. Appreciate all that support. On this end of the aisle, I have a gentleman. Oh, I'm not done. Sorry.
Don't ever let anything stop your happiness. As long as your heart is beating, keep smiling.
Well said, Caleb. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's do it.
I am down on this end with Mr. Casey Cashman. Now he's got a special head of hair here too. You know, I'm going to let you describe why you got this going.
Oh, this little do is called, the color isn't rainbow, it's not tie-dye, it's Genki. Genki color for a very special girl named Sky Stevens. She's one of the honorees. Her mother, Julie. We've been talking this Genki color, and I haven't understood it all year. Julie teaches my daughter, Maria, at preschool at Cathedral. Anyway, Genki is named for Sky's colorful blankie. And so she inspired me to get this done today and go Genki world. And I got a Genki head for Sky, my special little girl.
Woo! Let's hear it for the Genki head. I saw Julie here. Oh, I see Julie over there with Sky. And so wave Sky. I'm over here. So Julie does a fantastic job with photography, and Sky has some very cute photos out there on Facebook. And so she likes her Genki color, and so Casey stepped up, and all that Genki's going to be gone on the floor in a second. So actually, you know, I heard that Sky might want to shave his head if you want to, or Julie, if you want to. There's a head to be shaved over there. So I understand that the CHI team is on deck, and I'd like to, we just played a video from one of our hospital partners, Sanford, and I'd like to play another video representing CHI because they are also one of our important hospital partners in this process. And I'd like to invite Kurt Schley, who I think I saw here earlier, but I don't see at the moment. Oh, Kurt had to go. Okay, so why don't we play the video and we will get started.
Since 2013, CHI St. Alexis Health has organized a team to participate in Brave the Shave, and they're cleverly known as the Bald Eagles. And it's really something that the whole organization supports. There's a bunch of shavies that do fundraise for Brave the Shave, and then they go ahead and they shave their heads or cut their hair. And here in the organization, we support the Bald Eagles team by putting on little fundraisers throughout the organization in order to support their efforts in raising funds for the 6 children that Brave the Shave helps support. We were very excited for Brave the Shave and Basin Electric to announce that it would like to include the CHI St. Alexis Health's neonatal intensive care unit, just because 15% of all the babies that are born in this region end up needing CHI St. Alexis Health's NICU services. Currently, the funds will go to the purchase of giraffe omni beds, which are isolettes. An isolette is what the baby is in while they are spending their time in the NICU. And it converts from an isolette into a table back into an isolette. So when a baby needs to have some sort of procedure done, he or she does not need to be transported from the isolette to a table. they get to stay right in their home. They're more comfortable. It's just a lot better for the baby, for their comfort, for their healing. Instead of having to be transported, they get just to stay right in their cozy little home while they're here in the NICU. For this event to continue to grow, it just shows you that it touches the heartstrings of people and that they all want to participate and they want to feel like they're part of a greater cause. And so I just feel grateful being a part of that, but that St. Alexis can continue to be a part of that as well.
I have here with me now Julie Jeske, the Vice President. I forget your title, Julie.
Vice President, Community Services.
Community Services. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Julie for a minute, and she's going to also introduce her team.
Thank you, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here. Since 2013, CHI St. Alexius Health has had a team here at the Brave the Shave. This year we have 10 courageous bald eagles who are either shaving or donating their hair. And I'll tell you, they inspire me every day. You know, there's a lot of ways that you can raise money. You can walk, you can run, you can bowl, but to shave or donate your hair, I'll tell you, that's a badge of honor that you wear for a very long time. Of our bald eagles, we have Teresa Lang. This is the 3rd year Teresa has shaved her hair, and we think that's fantastic. We also have Selena, and she's shaving her hair this year too. We have Randy George, who's from our HR department. He's shaving his head. This is the 1st year for one of our pastors to have his head shaved as well, Paul Patera. Leah is a high school student and or middle school. She's in middle school. She's the daughter of one of our generalists, and she donated her hair, and some lucky person is gonna have a beautiful wig because of you. We've got 3 guys from our Sports Acceleration program. Dave Eukstead, he's getting his hair shaved. We've got Jordan, and we've got Wade will be coming up shortly. Wade's son, Dawson, is 4, and he's shaving his hair today too. And we also want to do a shout out to Roxanne. She's donating her hair. So thank you so much for letting us be one of the recipients of this year's donations. It's such an honor to be here, and thank you all for braving the shave.
Thank you so much, Julie. Yeah, no round of applause.
Okay, folks, a little bit of housekeeping. The auction in the back, the digital auction, will be closing in 10 minutes, 2:45, so if you're gonna bid, get back there and bid now. Next up, I think we have in line the KLJ Chevrons. See, that's a play on words. Chevron, chevrons, I like that. So, we'll be heading up shortly.
So I was wondering if Danelle, come here. Yeah, come here.
Danelle
I'm
Rourke,
talking
I
to
see you
you.
got a big bow on your head. You're looking as if you're somewhat stunned. No.
I know you're going to introduce somebody else, but I thought because of your connection as well, you can introduce him, and you can say a little bit about why you're here too.
Who am I introducing? I'm going to tell my story? Yeah. Well, the interesting thing, somebody asked me earlier if this was my first time at Brave the Shave, and ironically enough, it is not. I have had the pleasure of being a part of Brave the Shave with Basin since 9 years now. The only year that I was not here was last year because it was when my daughter was diagnosed 3 days before the event, and I just didn't feel I was strong enough to be here. Now she is an honoree, and she is down at the end cutting 8 inches as an honoree. And we also have a team here on behalf of my company that I work for, which is KLJ, which is a huge part of the community, as all of you know, and we have also contributed to Brave the Shave. We have a number of people here. You can't see our green shirts, but they're here. A few of us are shaving, a few of them are shaving, I'm not shaving. And then of course, Rachel is cutting her hair. So we are very happy to be a part. She's way at the end. I'm shaking. I'm sorry. Rachel, they want me to come say hi to you. So tell them how many times you've cut your hair.
3.
3 times before today.
Yep.
So why did you cut your hair for cancer patients before today?
Well, the first time you talked me into it, and then I just wanted to do it again and again and again.
And I think part of our reason for it was the fact that we knew that it went to children. That was a very important part for us. And then when she had cancer, for the short time that she did, we were very lucky with a very good prognosis. So her recovery time was very good. And after being part of the Parents of the Brave event last night that Basin asked us to be a part of, it is amazing to see how this event has progressed in 9 years. So thank you to Basin.
Thank you, Danelle. So again, KLJ stepping up, and oh, I need this guy for a second. No, you stay with me. We had just this circumstance, and all of a sudden Danelle, became from somebody who was already supporting the event to somebody who's an active participant in the event, and that's been, something that we've been happy to support. So one of our next teams, and another committed person in terms of the, is Craig Larson with me. So Craig is the CEO of Starring. And again, year after year, these guys have had a team, raised money, and this year went the extra mile. So I'd like to turn it over.
Well, Mike, thank you very much, and I want to just begin by congratulating you on another tremendous event. We're just so proud to be part of this, and I'm happy to be here representing Starion, and especially I've got the Starion Shiners with me today. A number of my co-workers are up here and had the mohawk and the hair painted up, and we encourage our employees to be involved in community organizations and great causes. And what could be greater cause than Brave the Shave today? We also especially like that starting now we are able to donate not only to St. Baldrick's, but local organizations that fight this terrible disease as well. We're all blessed to be in a great community, but there are people with cancer here, and especially troubling when you have children with cancer. It's a very, very tough existence for the child. The whole family's involved in that. It really is humbling to think about the sacrifices and the work these families go through and the struggles they have. It seems like the least we can do is shave our heads to help the cause. So Mike, again, congratulations. Great to be here.
Thank you, Craig. You can go lose that great green dew. So these guys actually kind of did a team building event around there. You went around to all your sites, right?
Yeah, we did. We traveled around today. I think our group's a little worried about the future of the organization. We all showed up with hair painted and mohawks, but it was all for a great cause and rallied a lot of support, raised a lot of money for a great cause.
And you already have those green shirts. All right, Craig's gonna lose that green hair.
Up next, we have Team NISC, Team Jaden. And if we could get Brian Verdau up here. Brian, I see the tall gentleman waiting in the front of the line. If you could come up with Mike and say a few words. Preferably if they were in the right order, that would be great also.
So Brian, I'd like you to introduce your team here. I know NISC is one, Vern Dosh and I talk a bit about this, and he's always been committed to this. And Vern is the CEO of NISC, and Brian's here to introduce his team.
Good afternoon, everyone, and happy to speak on behalf of Vern Dosh and the employees of NISC. Our team is Team Jaden. We have several members of NISC staff, as well as son of one of our staff persons, actually 2 sons here. And we're just so honored to be a part of this, this amazing community event, and so thankful for the folks at Basin Electric, all the time spent. This event just continues to grow every year. It's so incredible, and we're happy to honor Jaden. Jaden is a 4-year-old that is battling leukemia right now. The son of the son of a cousin of a coworker of ours, and Jaden isn't able to be here today. Has an appointment, but we're saying prayers for Jaden. We're also here to honor Jameson Bogren back here. Jameson is the son of one of our co-workers, and Jameson battled a brain tumor here last spring and into the summer, and we are happy to report that Jameson's tumor is entirely removed and was declared to be in remission here a couple months back. So very happy to have Jameson here with us. And so we're just very thankful to be here, be a partner with this event, and you know, here to honor those that are continuing to fight and have won the battle, and to remember those angels watching over us as well. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, sir. And I'm not used to having to stand and look up so much when you're ready to get your head shaved, and we're ready to keep going. One thing I should mention is that Jaden was at our Bismarck Bobcats event. The Bismarck Bobcats each year, how many of the Bobcats actually got shaved this last time? Was it 15 Bobcats got shaved? They had a special night for the honorees. They all got to have a pizza party. Everybody kind of rallied around, got to drop the puck, and it was a good evening for all of them as well.
Okay, folks, we are at the end of the auction back there, so you can rush, probably a minute or two left, rush back and load those pieces up with some bids. I know the Carson Wentz helmet is still there, as is the NDSU. We have a bunch of other gift certificates and merchandise. It's a very good auction. I want to thank Brett Wetzel and Jeremy Westy for putting on the auction again this year. Jeremy is the stylish individual wearing the kilt, and I'm not sure, the chapeau, that would be French, but I don't know what the Scots call the bonnet, but nonetheless. Do you know where we are monies-wise on the auction, Jeremy?
Just shy of 21,000. What I wanted to say real quick though is as we close the auction, if you can head towards the left side of the room to pay for your items, we'll get you an invoice there. You can pay for your items and then come back over to the auction and actually grab the items that you won from our auction volunteers. So.
And just the last pitch, it is a tax deduction. So, you know, go in and, you know, spend some money.
So a couple important people are getting shaved here right now. Jeremy and just mentioned Brett Wetzel. Brett's been shaving with us every year.
8 years.
8 years, and every year Brent steps up and helps with the auction, helps with, I think, almost all our events, and one of those guys who's just always swinging. So Brent's with NISC, and he's losing his hair too, so another couple years we'll be done. And I gotta say hi. So.
How's it going?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Good.
Are you doing really good? What do you think? Is his hair all gone?
Yeah.
It is. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. So I believe, all Jazzed Up is on. So Jazzy's on stage. And I believe also next, we have Cooper's Crew. Is Cooper's Crew on deck. So I don't know, one thing I haven't been checking, how we doing on totals? How we doing on our money count? I want to.
Kurt, could we get mic check? Kurt, could we mic check? Live mic. Mic check. Okay, Kurt, could you bring up the total, our most up-to-date total?
Okay, so that does not count, to my knowledge, the money that the sponsors today are also contributing. So once you add that up, we are well beyond our goal and pressing forward to that $500,000. So we got a lot of kids on stage right now. I gotta. So I gotta talk to this. Am I in the picture? I really wanted to get in the picture. What do you think? So what's your name?
Avery.
So you're with Team All Jazzed Up. So how'd you get into this team?
My friend.
How'd you get to hold the sign?
I don't know.
You just got lucky, huh? Thanks for doing this, buddy. I think it's a good look for you, but I think maybe you should just stop right there. Just have half a head of hair.
Oh,
Good.
Okay, Cooper's crew is up. Cooper's crew. Honorary Cooper, almost 2 years old, is from Mandan. Cooper's dad, Al, is shaving. They're raising money for Brave the Shave Family Fund. This is Cooper's dad. Al, why don't you tell me about what this means to you?
Oh, it means the world. I actually was going to do this last year once we got diagnosed with Cooper, and I was going to shave in solidarity with my son. But I think 11 months he didn't lose hair, he just didn't grow any. So I decided to grow my hair, and now I'm going to shave it.
Well, fantastic. And there is a lot of hair up there to bring off. So let's hear a round of applause, folks. Thank you, Al.
So looks like we still got a good number of people to get shaved here. We're through Cooper's crew. Okay, and then we got Aaron's Dandelions. Aaron's Dandelions over there. Oh, right here. Okay. I'm sorry. People were dazzled. So, my name's Mike. Hello, Emily. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about your crew.
Okay, we're named Aaron's Dandelions after my daughter, Erin. When she was diagnosed May 2014 with acute myeloid leukemia, it ended up being a hard summer for us because she loves dandelions and she didn't get to pick them very often. And then we found a verse online that said, you can either see a field of weeds or you can see a field of wishes. So it kind of became our motto, and we love dandelions now. So they're not weeds to us. And she's been in remission for a little over a year now.
So yes, let's hear a cheer for that. We never forget what this is about. This is about the hope that these kids will not have to face this disease and supporting them if they do. Now, you were getting your head shaved, right? So I'm always very admirable when a woman shaves their head, and you know, the thing is, you look beautiful. You shave your head, you look beautiful. It's great. Now your husband is here as well, so.
My father-in-law, Tom, right here.
Tom, we've met. Good to see you again. This is your second year. I remember. It is back. Did you color it last year? Okay, that's why I remember. It looks good. It looks good. So where'd you get that colored? I might have to do the same thing next year. I promised I'd get my hair colored if I...
Okay, coming to the stage, we see Go Grace Go team. The team's honoring Grace Bittner, who is currently fighting a brain tumor.
So, go ahead, sorry.
Team consists of Grace's brother, dad, and cousin.
So, as I was talking to Emily, some of these things bring the issue closer to home. And so, for many of us, we've heard about this before, but Lindsay DeCray, who is cousins to Steve, if I remember correctly, and Lindsay is our event planner, and I don't know if Lindsay's out there or not. So Lindsay's done a great job. I gotta say, so many staff, Tanner mentioned it, I'll mention it, and I don't want to forget certain people, but Lindsay's one of them. So how are you related to this crew? Come on up. So how are you related to the crew?
So Steven is my cousin, and then my uncle Tom is the one that's shaving, and Aaron is my little cousin who is now in remission, and we're very, very thankful for that. So it's awesome to have our family here and have a lot of them shaving their heads, so this is an exciting time right now.
It is exciting. So that's going right. No, so not only has Lindsay stepped up, all these folks that you see around here. In fact, if you could, just so I don't miss folks, volunteers Basin staff, just raise your hands up once before, all you folks out there, all these hands up, people spending countless hours doing stuff. I need you guys to give a nice round of applause for those folks, please.
And one last piece of housekeeping while we're standing here. Those who have been shaved, we would love for you just to stick around for a little bit longer, and we'll have everyone up on stage for an after picture. And we use that in a lot of things. So if you could just stick around for a little bit longer, we'll have an after shavee picture, everyone up on stage.
So Go Grace Go is on stage right now. So Grace each year gets to shave somebody. And I forget, forgive me, who's she shaving right now? There you go. You get to, I'm going to turn this over to you for a second. You do an introduction.
I'm Corey Bittner, and this is my daughter Grace over here. She's had a brain tumor since 2010, and so she's saving her brother Grant right now. And we also have Owen to the right of me, another brother, and a nephew, my nephew over pew down, and another nephew right here beside me, Noah. And we're all shaving our head for Grace today.
Thank you, Corey. Now, Corey doesn't know this, but one of the things that's I'm kind of lucky about is I get to attend these various events, and I always get t-shirts because I always want to buy a t-shirt support. So I got, I believe, 2 Go Grace Go t-shirts. And so I like to run, particularly my Go Grace Go t-shirts. And last year, I remember when Grace was first doing her first shaving, and I was a little worried about it because Grace, I was thinking, well, she's got that thing going around a little bit. Somebody's going to end up in trouble. But Grace does a fantastic job shaving. She does it so well. And so I'm so proud to wear my Go Grace Go t-shirt whenever I go running.
We're going to call Team Jeff, the Trones family, up, coming up pretty soon here. They already gone. They already gone. Okay.
We're towards the bald.
I think they just, they're just signed up.
The Bald Man Group. All right, I'm going to get you to introduce yourself. Tell me about your team.
We are Derek, Nico, Chad, Ivan, and then I forget the other guys.
Pete.
Okay, other guy.
Let's go with Bob. Let's go with Bob.
They went first.
They went first. Okay. The other guy will be here soon.
Yeah. Other guy we'll just call Bob.
We got Bartlett and West Baldies. Hey, I want to know where's the BHS team? That's the BHS team? Okay, my alma mater, BHS right there. Let's hear it. The Demons.
I don't know if that's a really shining reference for BHS
It's a shining
guys.
reference.
You guys are the future. I don't know how he got through school, so.
Once a demon, always a demon. That's the way it is. Actually, I'm wondering too, Bartlett and West, is Austin Van Summering around? I'm looking for Austin. Where is he? Austin?
No, they're just waving at you.
Oh, you're waving at somebody. Hi, Grace. How you doing? I'm good. Still looking for Austin. Oh, okay. Hey, Austin, you're a hard man to find. How you doing? I'm going to give this to you and let you introduce your team.
It's me, Austin Van Zommeren, and Mike Van Dyne, and his boy. We have 2 other guys that aren't here. They're going to shave it when they get back.
So those are the other guys, too?
Yep. Yep.
So why'd you get involved in this?
This is my 4th year. Want to help support the cause. Help these children out.
Appreciate it. And I actually didn't realize this was your 4th year. I knew you'd been here before, but it's your 4th year. Appreciate it. So, the BHS guys are coming, but I want to know, yeah. Good cheers for BHS. Yeah, you have to. Annie McKenzie. Is Annie here? Annie's here. Could you come on up, Annie? Okay, Grace, we'll see you later. Thanks for shaving. See you later. Bye-bye. So Annie started out the BHS team here 3 years ago? 3 years ago. Annie's a teacher at BHS. I forget what you teach. English and journalism. I'm going to let her describe a little bit the BHS team and how this started to come about. No, you got your hands full, but you can try. You need some help.
Well, we started 3 years ago. My husband works for Basin Electric, and when I found out that Basin was involved with Brave the Shave, he's done it quite a few years in a row. I guess I have personal experience. When I was in middle school, a good friend of mine had leukemia, and she passed away after our freshman year of high school. So that's why it's always been near and dear to my heart as far as finding cure for cancer. 2 years ago, I did the Brave the Shave and went bald, and that was fun. And my son Brogan here has done that. Our team from BHS has tripled in size. Last year we had about 12. This year we have 45 students competing. So we're really excited about that.
I'm really excited about you. You want to introduce some of your team?
Yeah. Okay. No, we have one on stage right now. Oh, Shane. Shane, why did you do Brave the Shave?
So I thought it was for a good cause.
Shane has beautiful hair. Over here we have Lucas Butts. Lucas, you want to tell people why you decided to do Brave the Shave?
My grandpa has cancer, so I thought it'd be good to raise some money for it.
Absolutely. We also have 2 girls who are braving the shave. I'm not sure where they are, if they're on stage. Morgan, where are you? Morgan and Michaela? Here she is. This young lady, she's made the decision today to brave the shave and donate her hair. So you want to tell them why?
My two closest aunts recently have died from it, and my grandpa had cancer and all of that, and it's just a good cause and stuff like that. So
Thank you very much for doing this. You have beautiful, beautiful hair. So donating it is a wonderful thing. And you happen to be Andrea's cousin. So were you inspired by your cousin for doing this?
yeah.
Now, I remember we raised $10,000 for Andrea's hair last year, and her $13,000, and her hair was out to here. And I've got a picture of myself standing next to her with my little hair. It's nothing compared. So it's a very good thing. We appreciate you doing it. We appreciate you donating your hair. Are you ready? Okay, we'll find a seat for you. Oh, yeah, there's a seat down there for you.
We have a few teams intermingled here. Of course, have the Bismarck High Bald Eagles and Shave the Brave and Hardy's Happy Stars and Husky Helpers. Oh, Tanner, excuse me, go ahead.
I have a very special, very excited little girl. What's your name?
Jury Rosecrans.
And what are you shaving today?
Above my ears and then down.
Wow. And you have somebody special watching you on TV right now? Oh, is it? What's your friend's name?
Jacob Rodemaker.
Where? Do you want to wave to it? Wave at that camera back there. Say hi.
Hi.
Are you excited to do this?
Yeah, very.
She came here all the way from Langdon to do this, didn't you?
Yep.
All right, should we do it right now?
Yes.
And what's that?
I'm ticklish on my neck also very.
That is a cool shave right there. Good job, Jerry. Let's give Jerry a round of applause. Good job, Jerry.
A round of applause. So I've lost a little track of exactly where we're at. We got how many teams left? Husky helpers.
We have Shave the Braves. Who do we have in line? We still have Bismarck High Bald Eagles. Woo! Where's Chad Heck? Chad Heck. Paging Chad Heck. Are you guys still in line? Oh, he's kind of hiding in the corner. I get it.
So I want to say hello to the Husky helpers. I don't know this gentleman.
My name is
James? Okay, James. Why are you guys the Husky helpers?
Because that's our school's mascot.
And so what made you decide to come and do this today?
Because it was a new experience that I thought would be fun.
Lit a firecracker out there. That was impressive, James. So what do you think? You've been bald before?
Nope.
First time? Wear a cap. Gets real cold. Thanks for doing this, James. Okay, James' mom. What do you got to say?
I actually have two cousins right now. They're both struggling with cancer. And I worked with them for a year. And I've been fun
Thank you. And get a good shot of James there with the sign. Get a good shot of him with the sign. Beautiful. I'm going to stick across. So we still have some more BHS folks going. Mandan High. How many Mandan High folks we got? None.
Yeah, they're behind in the corner.
They're hiding in the corner.
Chad's probably sitting on the floor right now, playing dice or something.
It's quite a crew. Like the face
How about
painting.
everybody who is still in line to shave their head or donate hair, raise your hand. Fantastic.
We've got a crew yet. That's fantastic.
Okay, we got 20 or so to go. Just remember to hang out until the end. We're going to get a group photo as quick as possible after this. And don't forget before and after photos in the back. If you forgot the before, that's okay. The after counts too. So go back and we will shoot your picture and it will be, where's Andre? It is online.
I'd like to welcome brothers over on the left side of the stage here. They go by the gang name of the La Valley Boys. There's three of them. We have Camden right here, scary face Camden. What are you? What's the face? Right? What are you? It's a what?
The monster.
Monster. Are you shaving today all the way? And we have Tyler, alligator face Tyler. How old are you, Tyler? 9 years old. Have you ever been bald before?
No.
Oh boy. And we have Caden. Caden is too grown up for that paint in the face stuff, aren't you? Yeah. Is that for little kids?
No.
No? Okay. Well, we want to welcome the La Valley Boys up here. They're shaving their heads today in honor of their brother, Landon, who became an angel last year. So we will always honor Landon as the Bravest Shave honoring. But way to go, boys. Way to go.
So, how's your head feel?
Weird.
Feels a little weird, doesn't it? We had a police officer, Katie Davis, cut her hair. Oh, look at that hair. That's fantastic. couldn't keep her hand off her head. It was kind of, she kept on touching dolls and couldn't believe it was gone. So.
All right, folks, just a little more housekeeping. The T-shirts you see around here with the Brave the Shave logo on, they are available for purchase back in the corner. I believe the T-shirts are $5. The tank tops are $8. I could have probably just made up any number, but I'm going to go with 8. So T-shirts 5, tank tops 8. Pick them up in the corner by the exit.
So we're getting to the point in the program where sometimes I stop recognizing people and I don't know exactly who's shaving. So I always like to just kind of ask who these folks are and why they're doing it. And this gentleman looks like a good target. Garvin?
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
And who are you with, Garvin?
Parties.
Parties. So how'd you hear about this and how'd you get started?
My wife works there, and she said you get to go do it.
So you were voluntold. So is the beard going? The beard's going too.
Oh, that's a lot of beard.
Hey, did Chris Gessley sneak through here? Did his beard go?
Chris Gessley has a beard.
Chris, where are you? Oh, there it's Chris.
Oh no! Well, if it did, it wasn't a deep down cutting. It
Didn't
was.
even see you there.
He did.
So, how much is it worth to you now to keep your beard?
Well, I would I like to raise money for the cause. Depends what do you have in your pocket, Egg?
How much is that worth?
I don't know. He's kind of wimped out and slowly just kind of whittled it down.
Yeah, he didn't really even cut it, really. It looks better now than it did before.
Yeah, it's hardly worth shaving now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got some pocket change, but beyond that.
Hello. I was wondering if I could say hello to you.
What is that now?
I was wondering if I could say hello to you.
Say hello back.
And you are.
Irene Munns.
And we have not met before, Irene, so this is the first time. So what got you started on this idea? What got you started on this idea? You had cancer this spring? I'm sorry to hear that. How are you doing now?
I'm doing great. I went through radiation. That's all over with.
Well, I sure appreciate you coming. You've been working all the way through? You're kind of one of those tireless people, aren't you?
Well, I had 2 eye surgeries as well.
So you're like going for a trifecta here.
8 days of work.
That's pretty impressive. So, appreciate you showing up and doing this. Very nice of you to do it. I hope you are. Thank you. So this is Hardy's Happy Stars. So are you the one who voluntold?
To Garvin? No, that was his wife made it to him.
Okay, his wife made it do it. Okay, your assistant manager got him to do it. Did you get her to do it?
No, I couldn't get her to do it.
She's got long, beautiful hair.
It took me a year to decide to do it last year.
So this is your second year. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you. So normally I try to recognize you. This is your second year.
My second year, or third year involved.
Great, that's fantastic. So it took you a year and a half to decide the first time. And was it as hard to decide this time?
No, I was ready.
You were ready. I'm impressed. Thank you. So, Jeremy, I'm curious how we did on our final auction numbers.
I will find out that number if you want to talk to Chad Hack.
Couldn't hear a word you said.
You didn't hear a word. You I will find out how much we raised at the auction if you want to talk to Chad Heck.
Chad Heck. Where's Chad? Oh, there's Chad. You get a seat up here, Chad. Come on up.
Oh, the auction. I have a mic too, don't I? Mike just pointed that out. The auction raised $21,400. That's worth some applause.
I have Brant Johnson, right?
Thompson.
Brant Thompson, I'm sorry. You're with what group?
The Bismarck Bald Eagles.
Have you ever been bald before?
No.
How's the hat feel on a bald head?
I don't know. It feels kind of prickly, kind of.
Well, the trick you got to remember, when you go to sleep tonight and you lay it down on the pillow, when you roll over, it's like a ratchet. It'll just shoot you right out of bed by the top of your head. It does. It sticks like that. The first time I did, I laid on the floor like 4 times, and I went, well, I'm finally going to get this, but it'll help.
And who are you shaving your head for today?
My grandpa on my dad's side.
Grandpa on your dad's side. Thank you very much. You look great, buddy.
Chad, oh, who's this Chad we speak of? I can't, Chad Heck. Chad Heck happens to be a Basin Electric employee, so I feel comfortable turning the microphone over to him so he can discuss the ongoing situation.
So my name is Chad Heck. I work at Basin Electric, and for the last 6 years, I've put together a team of Mandan athletes, past, present, and future, as we can see right here with these two. This is my son Dominic, who's done it for the last 5 years, and this is my nephew Adam, and this is his first year. So hopefully we're starting a tradition, raise money to help kids with cancer.
Okay, Chad, so I actually didn't realize this is his 5th year? Okay, how old is he?
He's going to be 7.
Okay, I remember him doing it, but I don't remember him starting when he was 2. Okay, that's impressive. So for him, this is kind of another yearly haircut. That is cool. So how many on your team this year?
6.
6 on your team. You're getting shaved, right? Beard going? Okay. See, Chris, he'll shave his beard.
I was just approached by Emily from Cafe Aroma, and I have to say special thank you to Emily. I do a lot of work, if I have another job besides this. I do a lot of work with them, and they're such great people. And well, you tell them about the drink that Dash created.
Dash created the Dash Bomb, which was a specialty latte, which was caramel, strawberry, and chocolate. Tastes like ice cream when it all melts together. And all the proceeds went to Team Dash.
Thank you so much. That's so much. It's so nice to have a community a shop like that supporting this. Thank you, Emily.
A lot of the folks who support this are directly in our community businesses who donated merchandise to us, those who gave certificates for the honorees. It is just truly a community event, and I want to make sure that we look at the sponsors up there on the banners. And just remember, those are the folks who always step up in the community to help out in any situation. So we certainly want to make sure that our sponsors know how much we appreciate the support. Thank you very much.
So right now we got a kind of a special event going on as well. I don't know if you can get a shot of this. Sky's shaving her dad's head. And so Sky is one of our honorees, and she's doing a good job. And so Julie, maybe you could tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Our daughter Sky was diagnosed with the IPG about almost a year ago. So Jason decided to shave his head about 5 minutes ago. But
He's doing a great job. So thank you, Sky. You did good.
Mike, we also have to remember.
I'm not shaving this year. Okay, I'm getting in the way for just a second. want to introduce myself. You not only are shaving your head, but you went purple. Nice purple.
Yep.
And what's your name?
Jessica.
Jessica? And what team are you with?
I'm just an individual.
It's good to be an individual. How did you first hear about it?
I had heard about it last year and kind of considered it. This year I just kind of decided to go for it.
Well, we appreciate you doing it. Where do you go to school?
I'm actually past school.
Past school? You look way too young to be looking. So what are you doing now?
I'm a vet tech, actually.
You're a vet tech?
All right.
Really? Great. So, in Bismarck. Oh, cool. Where'd you get your hair dyed?
I did it myself.
You did it yourself? So last year, I went with the green. So I went all green. And it stuck. I mean, I had to scrub and scrub and scrub. Yours is clearly not going to do this. I don't know, there were many, many jokes made of me. I forget the best one, so, but yeah.
Well, you look like the Joker is what you look like.
It was enough.
Well, you're a vet tech, so you should be used to, dealing with animals that aren't so smart. So it's perfect that Mike's interviewing you.
All right, we're doing good. It looks like we got about 10, 15 people left to cut.
Okay, who is in line who needs to shave or cut their hair? Folks, if you are going to move up to the front as close as you can get, we'll get you through ASAP. I don't know what that stands for, but everyone uses it all the time. Oh, over in the line to the right of the stage, you'll see a young lady with a headphone. She'll get you right on up.
I have a member of the Shave the Braves team over here, and your name is Jackson, right? Okay, how old are you, Jackson?
5.
5 years old. Have you shaved your head before?
Yes.
How many times?
1.
4 times. Wow.
1.
Oh, 1 time. Okay, 1 other time. All right. And you told me why you like to shave your head. Can you tell these guys why you like to shave your head?
For people who get sick.
Yes, for people who get sick. It's so nice of you. Thank you, Jackson.
I gotta talk to you for a second. Can I talk to you for a second? I can? What's your name? Keela? Kayla. Kira. Kira. I am so sorry, Kira. I just was not hearing very well. Now, first of all, I gotta say, I really like your face paint. I really like your face paint. In a little bit, it kind of matches your eyes because it's got a little bit of that blue there, and it matches you got pretty blue eyes. So that's a lot of hair you're holding there. So where are you giving that hair?
To people with cancer.
That's very nice of you. So how'd you first decide to do this?
I don't like to see people that are bald, and so I want to make them feel better by me being bald.
You know what, sweetie? That is a very, very nice thing. And it's very nice of you to think of them like that. And I'm sure they really, really appreciate it. And you know what? You are going to look great. Are you going to keep the face paint on?
Yeah.
For like a week, right? Yeah. Thank you. So I got to ask, is this your daughter?
Yes, it is.
So how'd she get this idea?
She actually came to us and said that she had wanted to go. She went to Miller last year, and she was really touched by Landon's story. And so she came to us and wanted to help out. So this was her idea.
It's pretty impressive. And you have the biggest camera here, so you win.
Well, Jay, we have a sponsor here from North American Coal. You know, Jay, you came up on stage to give us a wonderful amount of money to sponsor, and apparently you've been moved to shave your head. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, you know, we've done this for about 3 years now, and actually David Straley convinced me the first year to shave my head, but after you do it one time, you're just so encouraged by the people here and what goes on and the cause that you just, it's an automatic. So really, really glad to be here.
Well, thank you very much, not only for the sponsorship, but for the support and the solidarity with everyone. And, you know, knowing that I do know David Straley, you should get him to shave too. Well, we will work on that for next year. Thank you very much. Okay, folks, anyone else who would be interested in shaving or donating, up to the stage immediately, please. Up to the stage immediately. Anyone who would be interested in shaving or donating any length, like Ted and Mike.
Hello, dear. You look a little nervous.
Yeah.
Are you a little nervous? First time doing it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of beautiful hair. That is a lot. My daughter, I don't know if you saw earlier, my daughter had about, I don't know, probably 13 inches, 14 inches of hair to give. And she was thinking about shaving, but I don't know. So she didn't do it this year. She was thinking maybe the future. So where are you from?
I'm from Bismarck.
From Bismarck? What do you do?
I go to BHS.
BHS, so you're one of the BHS people. So that's my alma mater, you know. I don't know if you heard that earlier. We did a shout out for the Demons. Once a demon, always a demon, right? Of course, that was some time ago for me. But so you look beautiful. And you're very brave for doing this. We very much appreciate it. Oh, Mom. Mom, I didn't know. Mom and daughter doing it together? Okay, so this actually may be a first for us. Mom, and in fact, I'm pretty sure it is. Mom and daughter shaving together. Beautiful lady. So your name?
Amy.
Amy. And from Bismarck with the beautiful young daughter going to BHS. What got you started on this idea?
My friend Julie, her little girl Sky.
Oh, so you know Julie.
Yes.
How do you know Julie and Sky?
I've been friends with Julie ever since high school.
So I've probably seen your picture on Facebook next to Sky at some point.
Probably.
Beautiful little girl. Just a doll. Thank you.
And we have our last shavee that just took a seat down here. This is Tina. Tina is going to be, are you donating your hair?
Yes, I am.
And you're shaving it bald, right?
I'm shaving it bald.
Yes, she is. I wanted to ask you, it's very special to you today to shave your head. And who are you doing that for?
For my grandson, Colton Fogner. He's 17
We finally got Dale
months
to work.
old, and he's been diagnosed with cancer since January 2nd.
Thank you for coming up. I know you, when you sat down, you said you'd do anything for that little one, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm supposed to be humiliated, so please.
And just remember, anyone who would want to shave their head, this is a free haircut. We don't charge for this. This is a free haircut.
Just a little off the top. Is that what you did there?
I said high and tight on the sides and just a little off the top, maybe so I can get my bangs back. I was going to say, I mean, it's amazing. You know, once you hit 40, it stops growing on the top, but I mean, I could probably do comb over with my ear hair or anything like that. So unique how that works.
We have two of the MCs up here. Mike's shaving his head now too.
I'm not shaving. I'm just actually just trimming. She's just trimming it, right?
Little trim. But I noticed you kept the beard though.
I was saying that I've never shaved the goatee because when if I shave the goatee, I look like a demented Gerber baby. I just dropped the mic and left the stage. Okay, folks, we are coming to an end. So those who have shaved their heads, if you want to start moving your way up to the front of the seats here, once everyone is clear to the chairs, we'll get them on stage and we'll shoot a quick picture. Oh, would you like David to bring a check by the office? Sure, that'd be great. Okay, because I've got it here, but... Well, we can take it. Yeah, we have treasurers here. We'll just drop that in the back. Thank you very much. Thank you. Where are our treasurers? Wow, thanks. Does anyone know where our treasurers are?
I work at Fun School, but
okay.
Wanted to see him.
Yeah, he came and we think he may have been guy.
Oh, poor thing. I took pictures of him while he was doing his pictures, and my teacher, Louise, texted me. She said, "Send me more pictures," but I didn't get an after shot.
Well, we'll
have to
send
get one to her.
Yeah, we'll send her some pictures tonight when we get home. Well, thank you.
Down to 4 people on stage. Oh, we're wiping up one. So. If you're in the crowd and you've shaved your head, please make your way up to the front here once these final 4 are done. And stylists, before you leave the stage, would you just stay there for a minute? We'd like to get a nice picture of you guys. Thank you.
Okay, all shavees up front. They're just finishing up here. Okay, folks, for those who have shaved your heads, what we will do is we will have those who are more height challenged on the stage, those who are more vertically gifted in the front, meaning those who tend to not be terribly tall in the back, those who are a wee bit taller in the front. And kids down in the front. So if kids, if you can come down on the floor, that would be great. Okay, Mike. Mike, you look good. Get over in the picture. Okay, everyone up on stage and we'll shake it out as we roll. Taller folks on the floor in the front.
Now, before our picture, I want to just have everybody take a moment for one last round of applause for our honorees. We're wrapping up here. Let's hear it for our honorees and everything that hopefully we've done for them today. Thank you all for coming out. Let's get everybody up here for a picture.
Okay, kids, if I can get you off the stage right in the front here and have a group right behind them standing on the floor, then one on the stage and another on the stage. So we can spread out a little bit. This is probably as far as we'll go this way, and move on in. If you can't see the camera, it can't see you. That's great. Okay, okay, we're gonna have to squish together more. Can you back up any further? Okay. How far? Okay, those who aren't, Brian, you can stay in the back. Some people who aren't as tall, come to the front, please. Right in the front by the stage. Van Deventer, can you come in a little bit between those two ladies, please? Okay, where are we? Don't worry so much about that. Tanner, get on in. Where? Okay, you guys come in. I'm gonna move you right in here. Put your shoulder right there with the shoulder in. You come. We'll move you right about there. Okay, so where are we on this side? Good on both sides? Okay, hang on.
A countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Another countdown. Let's throw things at her.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Mic check. Georges, tell me when. Just point at me. Folks, I just want to thank everyone who joined us on the stream today for Brave the Shave, the 9th annual. I want to thank you very much. There's still plenty of time if you want to go on bravetheshave.coop. That's bravetheshave.coop. You can still donate for at least a week following this event. There's plenty of video and there'll be pictures from the event. So once again, thank you very much.